IDCE aims to be one of the most interesting and innovative institutions in the United States that looks at issues of sustainability and social change.
I wanted to go somewhere that was thinking more critically about what was going on in the world.
You will become a stronger and a better activist and an advocate for change.
I was a Peace Corps volunteer in the Republic of Macedonia.
I work for a Canadian International Development Agency. I did marine fisheries research in Alaska.
IDCE students are a phenomenal group to work with.
With 40% international students, you have so many different perspectives.
We were doing a module on internally displaced peoples and refugees, and we had done some really intensive readings about that, but then sitting around the table in my classroom were 4 people who had either grown up in refugee camps, whose parents were refugees, or had really deep personal experiences with that.
One of the great reasons to come to IDCE as a graduate student is the close connections that you have with the faculty. Our classroom size is small.
There's an absolute respect for students' interests. It's much different than my previous experiences in the sense that it's a lot more like a family, where you walk in and people are saying hello and good morning.
I feel like the faculty here are part of my extended family here in the United States.
One of the ideals of IDCE is the scholar-practitioner model. This is a model that can apply to our students and our graduates and to our instructors. Many of the instructors come in having had academic training within their specific fields of expertise, but also having had a substantial career as practitioners within these fields.
Just the other day, we talked with a professor for an hour outside of the classroom about the different projects that are going on and about his specific work in Haiti and how we can become more involved in his outside work.
IDCE will integrate both theory and practice, especially in the GISDE program, through the internship or research programs they have developed.
Every summer, a group of GISD students travel to Brazil at an organization called Iracambi, where they do GIS in the context of sustainable development projects in tropical forests.
It's great that I can take courses in environmental science, in international development, and in more technical fields like GIS, even though I'm still in the community development and planning department.
We aspire to not have boundaries between Clark and IDCE and the community. We try to establish collaborative projects between IDCE and community organizations.
One of my favorite and most memorable experiences at IDCE was working with a Bhutanese refugee community in New Hampshire. We went with Professor Dick Ford and put on a weekend training basically to get the refugees acclimated to their new city, their new surroundings.
I think one of the things we're proudest about at IDCE are our alumni and the amazingly diverse and exciting things that they do. Whether it's working in community development in Worcester or on environmental projects within the United States, or working with the education of women in southern Sudan.
It's such a pleasure to be able to connect our alumni with our students now who are looking for jobs. There's some niches within the labor market where Clark just absolutely dominates.
Clark program has broadened my horizon and increased the consciousness of wanting to go back to do something for my people.
I think the kind of student that ought to come to IDCE is the student who is curious, who is concerned about bringing about constructive and positive social change within the world, who understands that the most effective kinds of social change start from the bottom up. They start from individuals and from communities, who are open to working collaboratively with a variety of people from diverse backgrounds and diverse perspectives, and who are committed to bringing about change within the world.
It's not a sit back and let it happen approach. It's a let's get out there and see what we can do to make social change a reality.